timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out.
Coach, playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. His first carry of the game. Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way up to the 46. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
At their 48-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a give, right side. Gates. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Dixon complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, down at the 33.
Check 52. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Under T.
Now a run with Geis. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Darius Geis, 33 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go.
Now.
Throwing to start the drive. Dennis. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
10-2 soft.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Looking to throw. Dennis. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a two-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
They'll run with Geis. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Here we go. 6 yards. All day. Kill.
They'll try and get it with Geis. He finds an opening past the 40. And down right around the 37. And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 37-yard line.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's a gain of 34.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
On the ground, Geis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Again, Geis. A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stops short of the goal line down at the 2. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Murray now, 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And this one is right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Lockhart. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 36-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Yes, yes. Hit it.
Now Joe Mixon. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
A 54-yard attempt.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Murray from midfield, escaping the pressure right. Completes it to Dixon. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 30 yards there, and of course the 1st down as well. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Geis. And an alley to run. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Murray now. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
Let's go. Let's go.
Here we go. Set. 10 Lobo. You're out. 5.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. On 3rd down, Dennis. Going to throw right side here, complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll run on first down. Lockhart looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Nixon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
I got you, boy.
And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll run here with Mixon. And he's got some space here. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. 24 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow him.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Throw on 3rd down. Murray. This is caught by Jackson. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Second down, Murray sets to throw. And he's going to go down again.
There wasn't a breakdown of protection. Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a really, I'm doing it though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Mixon. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A 51-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They start on the ground with Geis. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
from the gun on third down. Murray flushed out right. He can run for it. Murray fighting. Lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This is Mixon.
I got you, boy.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Again, it's Mixon. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On the set.
21, check back 21. Big stop, D. Big stop, let's go.
Mixon with a first down carry. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I'm here all day.
Right.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Now a give, right side. Lockhart. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Ready. 18 gator.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check. Check. Showing it. Shift. Switch. He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
Steve Griffin.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Watch the pass.
Get it.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On first down, this is Geis. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Murray now to throw. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked the ball off yet. They're first, and it's 3rd down now. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
From the gun, Murray. It's caught by Jackson. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Back to the ground game now with Geis, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Check back. Check 31. Check 22. Check 22. Check. Hey, switch gears. Go. We got it.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't he?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one. What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Set up. 60 Pittsburgh.
Check back. Check 99. Check 99. SOS.
Rock it.
SOS. Big Dan.
Fine.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down.
Check three, check three, check three.
Bang, pilot, 64, weak. Shoot.
They'll try and run for it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
Back to throw. Dennis. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A good first down call as the screen play gets them 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Mixon with it. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On the run, it's Mixon. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. 58 yards. They come out here in the eye. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Here's a run with Mixon. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. Joe Mixon saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Check 43. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Back.
Murray and company going for it on fourth. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. They'll give it to Mixon, and they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. On 2nd down now, Lockhart. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game.
Brings up 4th and goal.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. And Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that that feels good, what do you say to your guys?